and licensed life insurer. T's and C's online. Standard rates apply.
Mntanami, uthando has no return. Stay. Ubekezele. It's what makes you a woman. A home is built with patience and quiet. Thula. Don't answer back. Just keep the peace. That's what we were taught.
When you see it, you see the line between love and nokubegezela. Abusive behavior should never be excused. Search Bright Sky SA and bring the signs of GBV into focus. Connecting for good. Vodacom.
When it comes to protecting your workforce, trust the workwear brand that has been protecting workers for over 150 years, Sweetall. Sweetall has overalls and uniform solutions for every industry, so your team is safe, comfortable, and ready to tackle any challenge. Visit our new Boksburg showroom, shop A1 Atlas Road, Westwood, Boksburg, or go to sweetall.com today. Sweetall, we never let you down. Superior protective workwear since 1871.
The Money Show.
Weekday evenings at 6.
A new mine opened on the Witwatersrand. It's called Xolile Shallows. The CEO of Westwits, he's also the group MD, Rudy Daisel.
For this phase, what we call Xolile Shallow, that's really only the first phase of this project. We are going to employ 1,000 people. Our aspirations is to actually increase our production from a steady state of 70,000 ounces per annum up to 200,000 ounces per annum, which will mean that we'll have the potential to create a lot more jobs in that area.
The Money Show
on 702. Let's walk the talk.
The Money Show, Stephen Curtis, is brought to you by ABSA CIB. Invested in your story because your story matters. ABSA is an authorized FSP and registered credit provider.
Apologies for the delay. It's 2 minutes after 2 o'clock. This Eyewitness News is brought to you by Vouch. Hassle-free insurance is possible with your Vouch advisor. Vouch SA is an authorized financial services provider. T's and C's apply.
This is EWN.
Good afternoon, I'm Bali Dlamini. Re-elected Johannesburg ANC Secretary Sasabona Manganye says the party's new leadership collective must work to reclaim lost ground in the city. The party's regional elective conference has now concluded, with Loyiso Masuku making history as the ANC's first female chairperson in Joburg. She now takes over from Dada Morero. After the conference, Manganye told journalists that the priority now is to rebuild the organization.
Of course, it's not only about those who are elected. You will never win the metro merely by the regional executive committee. You will win the metro also informed by, to which extent you reach out to everyone. You must unite the ANC. You must get everyone, not even just members of the ANC, but those who are influential in society. You must reach out to them.
The provisional date for the trial of the Thabo Bester prison escape case has been moved to July next year. Bester, his alleged accomplice, Dr. Nandipha Makutumana, and 5 others appeared in the Free State High Court today on charges including fraud, arson and corruption. They were accused of orchestrating Bester's brazen escape from the Mangaung prison, where he was today on charges including fraud, arson and corruption. They were accused of orchestrating Bester's brazen escape from the Mangaung prison, where he was serving a life sentence for murder and rape. The court heard that several pending matters before other courts, including Makutumana's extradition battle in the Constitutional Court, could affect the timing of the main trial. Prosecutor Amanda Bester addressed the court on how these matters would impact proceedings.
We don't know at this stage if there's going to be a hearing, and that is why I would suggest that we're going to have another case management trial, my lady. We've arranged a date amongst ourselves. It's the 18th of March. And I think really by the 20th of July, 3rd, everything is supposed to be finalized.
Let's stay in the courts where corruption-accused crime intelligence boss Dumsani Khumalo has been cleared to return to work following the relaxation of his bail conditions. In a ruling handed down this morning, the Pretoria High Court has granted Khumalo, along with 2 other senior officers, permission to enter any crime intelligence office. The trio, along with 5 others, are currently facing charges of fraud and corruption related to allegedly hiring an unqualified person to a senior position within crime intelligence. Tabiso Koba has more.
The charges against crime intelligence boss Dumsani Khumalo and his co-accused relate to the hiring of 30-year-old Dineo Mukwili to a senior position within the division. The state alleges Mukwili's hiring and the conferring of the brigadier title was irregular as she had no prior policing experience. Khumalo recently addressed this when he appeared at the Madlanga Commission, saying Mukwili was poached from BMW and is qualified in mechatronics, a highly specialized skill that was needed in crime intelligence.
She was a supervisor of technicians that are doing mechanical and electronic work in the manufacturing part of the car.
So do you say that she met the advertised requirements?
According to us as the panel that recommended her as candidate number 1, she did.
During the court's proceedings of the relaxation of his bail conditions, Khumalo submitted documents showing he has been cleared of any wrongdoing in an internal SAPS probe. Thabiso Koba, Eyewitness News.
Police Minister Senzo Mchunu says his decision to issue an instruction to disband the political killings task team was fueled by several complaints against the unit. He says the complaints were presented to him by 8 whistleblowers, human rights activist Marita Haas and former SAPS employee Patricia Mashale. Testifying before the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry in Pretoria, Mchunu claims the internal complaints related to concerns over SAPS losing control over managing the PKTT.
That category of complainants, if I could refer to them as such, indicated to me clearly that there are certain things that we are losing in terms of control and management. But it also refers to alleged abuses of human rights.
And in Hong Kong, the Baptist University has suspended the operations of its student union. It follows a message that was posted on campus expressing condolences and urging justice for the victims of a major fire. According to reports, the blaze ripped through Wang Fuk Court last week and killed 159 people. Student unions at Hong Kong universities were once hotbeds for political activism, but they either shrank their operations or were shut down entirely. The university says the student union's operations will be suspended until further notice. Gold is trading at $4,219.44 an ounce. The rand is at 16.93 to the dollar, 22.60 to the pound, 19.72 to the euro, and Brent crude oil is at $63.26 a barrel.
The N1 southbound at Garsfontein Road in the left lane is closed to traffic. Also clearing the crash on the N1 northbound at New Road. You've got the left shoulder closed to traffic in the area. Traffic signals faulty out in the capital is at Groenkloof at Christina de Wet and Uveus Road. And then also traffic signals out in the Johannesburg area at Edenvale at Modderfontein Road and Van Riebeeck Road, as well as Modderfontein Road and the N3.
It's a partly cloudy afternoon with scattered showers and thundershowers expected. Temperatures have peaked at highs of between 25 and 26 degrees. The top story in Eyewitness News this hour, re-elected Johannesburg ANC Secretary Sasabona Manganye says the party's new leadership collective must work to reclaim lost ground in the city.
EWN, in touch, in tune and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
Ever tried to pick insurance and just zoned out? Too much jargon, too many options, too many open tabs. Enter Vouch. Vouch connects you with real, independent advisors who help you compare quotes from SA's top insurers, who explain things clearly and who guide you through it all. No spam, no pressure, just honest advice and cover that fits your life. Vouch. Someone on the inside, on your side. Vouch SA is an authorized financial services provider. T's and C's apply.
You're with Relebogile Mabotja
Live, streaming countrywide
on the Prime Media Plus app.
DSTV channel 856,
92.7
and 106 FM.
10 minutes after 2 o'clock, the second and final hour of 7:02 afternoons with me, Relebogile Mabotja. We're going to be jumping into the upside of failure. And I did say to you guys, I have to try not to fangirl because I absolutely admire this woman and her craft. It is the multi-talented actress, director, and producer, Xolile Tshabalala. And I look forward to all of your comments and questions and calls on 011 8830702. SMS us 31702. Tweet at Relebogile M at Radio 702 using the hashtag 702 afternoons and the WhatsApp line 072 702 1702.
702.
The upside of failure.
Proof that a setback can lead to a step forward.
The upside of failure time, and the upside of failure on 702 is brought to you by FNB Premier, celebrating 25 years of helping you live the premier life. And today I am so excited that we get to welcome on the show somebody I've been dying to interview for years, darling, Miss Xolile Tshabalala. Oh, darling. I am so excited. Like, can you see how my face is beaming?
I did. And thank you for inviting me. It's lovely to be here.
Before we get into your awesomeness, talk to me about the earrings because I'm intrigued. What? She's wearing earrings that are keys. If you want to log on to YouTube and see, you'll be able to see for yourselves. I want to know what lock those keys open.
Oh, it's a post box office keys, right? Everybody really talks about them. But I had, when I was a little girl, my grandfather, I used to stay with my grandfather.
Yes.
And going to the post office was such a big thing because we would receive letters.
Yes.
And, it would be letters of love and it would be letters of joy and sometimes, obviously, letters of sorrow. And the first letter I've ever received that warmed my heart was when I was still staying with my mom and my aunt and in Sebokeng, where I received a letter from National School of the Arts saying that I'm accepted to study drama after I auditioned twice. And finally, I was admitted and I was one of the best that they accepted. And for me, it locks everything in my heart, the best things that I've had, the memories of my grandfather and I, the memories of me, my mom and I applying at the National School of the Arts, praying that I get in, and finally I did, and the letter came.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah.
That is because I when I saw the earrings, I'm like, I know those are not just accessories.
Oh, yeah, and I always say that when I get married in years to come, I don't know when.
In years to come.
Yeah. Then maybe the husband will buy me the gold ones, you know. But these ones are mine. These ones, yeah.
Oh, man, that is so beautiful. Firstly, I have to just give you your flowers. We have been hating you passionately for years because of how brilliant an actress you are. And obviously the era of the generations that you were a part of is just so iconic, and I know millennials will feel the same way as I do, because those that came after the millennial era, who don't remember analog days, who don't hold on to nostalgia the way we do, because we had to go Katswa film and then wait for them weeks later.
Absolutely.
And we don't know, so for me, you just represent such a special part of our upbringing and lives, but also an era where the craft was everything. And
oh, yes.
I'm curious, how did mom, or how was she convinced to support you? Because there aren't many parents who, if they weren't in the industry, they would just sort of see actors or musicians or just living lives all over the place. There's no stability.
Yes. So my mom was a teacher. And she would watch me because I used to do these beauty contest things. But the funny thing is that my grandfather, because I was raised by my grandfather, would love to listen to radio stories, and I would perform them for my grandfather. And he would say to me, just like your boy, your son.
My son, yes.
And I would perform them for my grandfather. And my grandfather said, but yours is better than mine, but yours is better than the one I've heard on radio. And then there was a time when my family got a television. You know that black and white television that has an acrid smell at the back that you have to, switch it on with the battery and everything. And we would watch Shaka Zulu at the time. And I remember sitting there thinking to my grandfather, Mkhulu, kungenwa kanjani ngaphakathi? And I would come back from school. My grandfather would have tried to open the back, and all we found is just an acrid smell of battery.
But you wanted to be
but I
inside.
wanted to be ngaphakathi, and so my mom also saw that I really, when we would, and also we had this stove in winter time where we would all sit, and I would always have
the coal
things,
stove.
the coal stone. And I would always have things to say. And, so that's how my mom was like, you know what, it's given. This one has to do it. And luckily, we were still going through, my mom, we found something from Reader's Digest talking about National School of the Arts. And my mom was like, ooh, they're opening for black people. You should go.
Wow.
You should go. And you must stop this modeling thing of yours. It's not going to give you a degree or whatever. You can't just, there's no qualification about being a model. But there's something. And I remember auditioning for the first time, and I didn't get in because I didn't speak well. I spoke English, but I didn't speak as well as I do, and then I couldn't really, I didn't do well. We were the first, there were only 2 black people at the time, Mushidi and, I forget his name, it will come back to me because he's since passed on. Xolile.
Oh, wow.
And they were the 2, and we all were like, oh my God, they made it. And then eventually it was my 10, right? 10 black students. Tabang Mule was there. Khomotso was there. So we were 10 black people were there. And it was an exciting time of our lives that we are finally, at least for me, that I'm going to be an actress. And I'm going to tell stories, and I'm going to, go with the world and be who I want to be.
I just have to tell everybody who's listening and not watching on the stream, you all need to know that her eyes are lighting up like a little, like I'm getting goosebumps as you speak, because I can feel that first touch of the magic.
Oh my
that
God.
First
the
touch.
first time where you walk into an audition and everyone is looking at you, you have to audition. You're auditioning to these white teachers, and I'm a bit nervous with the language because I'm really not good at it, but I know my spirit wants to perform, and I gave it my best. And I remember my drama teacher, Mr. Stevenson, said, this time you're in. This time you're in.
More with the phenomenal Xolile Tshabalala. And we take your calls with your questions. Audible 1-883-0702 and the WhatsApp line 072-702-1702.
To celebrate 25 years of helping you live the Premier life, FNB Premier is giving you a chance to win a 14-day European tour experience and other cool monthly prizes. Open any FNB Premier account from September to 31 December 2025. Switch your salary, swipe or tap a minimum of 2,000 Rand per month for 3 months straight. Spend and win with FNB Premier. FNB, help changes everything. TCs and competition rules apply. FNB, a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized financial services and credit provider.
At Isuzu, we know every delivery, every kilometer, and every load is building something bigger. This truck month, set your business up for success with special deals across the Isuzu N and F-Series ranges. Don't get left behind. Speak to your Isuzu truck specialist or call 08600 Isuzu and secure your truck month deal today. Isuzu, with you for the long run. T's and C's apply.
Some numbers bring instant stress, like a speeding fine, another petrol price hike, or that one debit order you forgot about again. But not all numbers bring panic. Some bring calm and actual life-saving support. With 24/7 emergency support and over 300 ambulances, ER24 is there when you need us most. Don't wait for an emergency. See it, say it, save it. 084 124.
To walk the talk is to turn words into meaningful actions. And it's what we at 702 are committed to doing every day. We're also committed to following the rules set out by the Broadcasting Complaints Commission's Code of Conduct. To give you balanced programming, fair comment, and accurate news. But if we stumble along the way and you feel we're not living up to the code, let us know on comment@702.co.za. And if after that you're still not happy, you can direct your complaint in writing to the Broadcasting Complaints Commission, PO Box 412365, Craig Hall 2024. For more, visit bccsa.co.za. 702.
The upside of failure.
Proof that a setback can lead to a step forward.
20 minutes after 2 o'clock, and we continue on the upside of failure with actress, director, and producer Xolile Tshabalala. Your calls on 011 883 0702 and the WhatsApp line 072 702 702. Why was that era that you started acting in so significant to your craft? And the reason I'm specifically asking this question this way is because I think having to overcome this kind of hurdles that you did, somebody might be listening thinking, why did it matter that there were 2 black kids? But in that time, you know what I'm saying? Because I think you will have a very different nuance to how you approach characters, how you research, versus maybe somebody like myself who was, you know, I understood apartheid was happening, but I was a bit shielded because I was in a private school. So to me, having white friends was not abnormal until I went back to the township. You know, and I feel like there is a different, you guys are a different flavor of Aromet than like a current generation of actors.
You know, there is power in. So we've moved away from the fact to say I'm the only black person in the room, right? To the point where we say I want to be the excellent black person in the room. So that era was a time where it was saying I am black, but I'm just as brilliant as my counterparts, right? I remember when I first arrived at National School of the Arts, literally, as I was saying to you, my tongue was still very, you know, and the first thing I needed to master was to master the language, the English language very well. The eloquence of it all, right?
Yes.
Because I was competing with people who speaks it at home, who wakes up with it in the morning, right? And then I knew that, and also, you know, studying drama, there's history of drama, there's so much. So I needed to have the theory with me, and I was falling behind. But when I got to matric, I was the top student.
Yes.
Because it says to me, black child, you have what it takes as well. You too, you deserve the light. You too, you have everything that everybody has. All you need to do is just work a bit harder. That's all. And then when you're done working harder, show off.
Yes.
It's all right too.
You know, that's something I never thought about that you just said, Jorge. Even something as simple as needing to pass the Shakespeare part of or the theory or the history, right?
Yeah.
When you're still trying to learn basic grammar in first language English. Now you have to learn
be
thou
or not
art.
to be, thou art. And then you have to stand in front of the world and perform it like it's your second nature, you know, but yet they still, and also remember for me, which was also very interesting, when I got back home, my mom would always say to me, Iskolo sipataliwe, mama, you must pack that English away so that you Zulu, because it was very important in my family that, yes, you speak English, because it took me at least 3 months to really, really get into it, because I was staying at boarding school, so it was easy for me to immerse myself into the language. But when I would go home on my holidays, my mom was like, no, she English 18, and then and because also her thing was that your language is so important, your mother tongue is so important. That's one thing. Once you master that any other language is easy. Then that's why I could travel the world and I could speak French, I could speak whatever, because now I have my language, I have my Zulu language, and I love it, and you know, and I'm good at it. So that's what it is. Yeah.
And I don't know how you've done it, but you, to me, still look exactly the same as you did. So you first need to tell us what juju you are using on yourself, what fountain you're drinking from, and number 2. How you have managed to protect Xolile from the industry, because I did an exercise where I just searched Julia Mutene, and it is a whole person online. There's less of you, Xolile, than there is of Julia.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Xolile Tshabalala is, in fact, Tshabalala, it's my grandfather's name. It's the man I revere, or I still revere today. His Umkhulu has been sleeping for a long time, but I am his, I'm one I believe that I'm one of these children that he raised, and he gave everything that he needed to give to his grandchildren. And his name to me is so important that if I ever sidestep, so to speak, I feel like I'll be insulting my grandfather's name.
Yes.
So I've got to protect that. My grandmother, whom I never met and I never knew, those are the people. The name Tshabalala is so sacred to me because really also it's not my surname. It's my grandfather's surname.
Yes.
It's given to me purely because God decided that I need to live in this family, right? And my father also abandoned me, but I was raised by my grandfather. And his name is so important to me. So if I do anything wrong, I always think, oh, so I can't afford to be that. I can't afford to walk in the street because then it's going to be, people will say, oh, mntana bani lo. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So for me, I protect that. That is why you will not see too much of Xolile. And also, I'm an actress. I put myself into the character, then I leave, then I go out and live my life. My garden waits for me.
Yes.
You know, I need that sanity, because if I then walk around as Julia Mutene, as the character Khanyi Adeshina that I've just played, is they're wonderful, but they're not me. They are people I've borrowed my face for a while, and I've got to walk out of that so that I can come back and be the Xolile that I am, somebody who's connected to God and the ancestors, and my soul needs to find what I'm here to do and enjoy besides being an actor. I don't need to be known. The characters that I'm playing are the ones that I need to be known, and it's wonderful for them. But
Aye, it's enough for you. What's the secret that you're keeping from us, this fountain of youth?
The fountain of youth, really, there is? I don't know. Anyway, I my life is simple. I run, I eat very healthy. I eat from my garden.
Yes.
I garden a lot. And I try to keep my spirit pure. I try to forgive myself more. I try to love as much as I can. And if you feel that my love is not good enough for you, you walk away, it's okay. But I try to walk this path with such kindness. And maybe that's why it resonates. I don't know.
I think I never know how to describe certain things, right? So I'm just going to tell you how I read it.
Okay.
Is your energy to me is like yellow. It is bright and it is warm.
Thank you.
That's just that's the only way I can. It's like yellow and ambers, and it just burns warmly. There's something so warm about your energy, which is interesting because of the characters you play. But I think that's what you love.
I love that
about it.
Yeah,
is you get to have fun.
I get to have fun. I get to get the opportunity to live a life of somebody that I think, my God, why are you doing this to yourself? You know, mara kwenze njani? Wavuka nje ekuseni wena une-anger. Wena nje wavuka nje. You thought today is a day to be just nasty.
Yes.
And you woke up. And I love that because then, you know, with me, with the Xolile that I am, I'm going to go back to my garden and do gardening and forgive myself and just say, okay, when you come at me, I can still count 1, 2, 3 and breathe.
Yes.
The characters, I love my characters because they don't count 1, 2, 3. They go, hella.
They are always on a vendetta.
They just, nje.
They go in. They are within. You obviously have played in such amazing productions.
Yes, I have.
And there is something about, you know how people describe longevity, right? And I think because we are so overexposed with social media, when people don't see you on screen, they're like, where did she go?
Exactly.
Do people ask you that?
They
like,
do.
oh, where did you go?
How? And then you're like, so here's the thing as well. I don't have to be in everything. I don't know how. I do not have to be in everything. Let me tell you why when I Relebogile Mabotja is that this is a gift. It's a craft. It's a gift. It's a spiritual thing. yes, we study it. Most of us, we want to say, I've excelled, I've done that. But it's also a spiritual journey. It's a connection between your God and your ancestors. And you're saying, can I tell this story? Is this the right story for me to tell? And when then you have that synergy in that trinity of your life, that is God, the ancestor, and your soul, say, I want to do this. Then it comes, right? Then you get to play that. You get that opportunity. And then also then you walk away, like the seasons of life. You watch the sun, this summertime, you see the rain, it's beautiful. You watch wintertime when the flowers are sleeping, and you're like, it's time for me just to come back to myself and just
hibernate
and just hibernate for a while, so that I can then win the next story that is meant for me, not for anybody else, for me, the story that will resonate with the world and that will live long for me comes, then I'm ready for it. But if I am in everything, if you see me in everything, as if it's the end of the world, yes. Yes. And it's not good for you as well as an actor, because then your versatility is questionable. And then people start saying, it's going to be the same. You know what I mean? And also now you're boring, and now you're sitting there, you're like, yo, do I have to wake up now and do the same part? And people then come back to the fact to go to money. Here's the thing about, we were talking about the instability.
Wait, I want you to pause for a second, because I know I'm going to delve deep there with you. If you are listening and you are entertained, it's because I'm not with an actress. I'm with a thespian, darling. It's just after 2:30. It is time for the latest eyewitness news headlines. Molly!
Thanks, Relebogile. A very good afternoon. While newly elected ANC Regional Chairperson Loyiso Masuku says she is honoured to serve as the party's first female leader in Johannesburg, Masuku was elected to the top regional post during the ANC's 16th elective conference in Sandton this afternoon. She defeated Dada Morero in the internal leadership race, beating him by over 35 votes. The provisional date for the trial of the Thabo Bester prison escape case has been moved to July next year. Bester, his alleged accomplice, Dr. Nandipha Makutumana, and 5 others appeared in the Free State High Court today on charges including fraud, arson and corruption. They're accused of orchestrating Bester's brazen escape from the Mangaung prison. And Deputy Defence Minister Bantu Holomisa has voiced his frustrations at being sidelined by the army generals about the state of the country's defence force deployment in the DRC. Holomisa and members of the Joint Defence Committee also slammed the SANDF generals for poor preparation over their presentation at today's meeting. Those are the headlines. This EWN and more at 3 or as it happens.
EWN Traffic.
Happening in your traffic this afternoon, there is heavy traffic on the R80 westbound, and that's in Tshwane due to a truck that was carrying cement that has lost its load at the hairpin bend, and the incident has caused significant delays towards that hairpin bend. There's a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound at Garsfontein Road, and the left lane is closed to traffic. Out in Midrand, you've got bumper-to-bumper traffic on the N1 south from New Road to the Buccleuch interchange, and in Edenvale there's some slow-moving traffic on the R24 westbound from Edenvale Road all the way through to the Galulis interchange. Some traffic signals faulty this afternoon in four ways at Witkoppen and Cedar, as well as Cedar and Four Ways Boulevard. Out in Linksfield at Linksfield Road and the N3, in Randburg at the N1 North and Malibongwe, and in Bramley at Corlett and Scotts Drive. Those traffic signals are down. I'm Zane Johnson. More Eyewitness News traffic at 3 o'clock.
There's more EWN on air, online, and on the EWN app.
There's a new way to experience all your favorites. Pulse Africa, the 24/7 fast channel, now live on PrimeMediaPlus.com and the Prime Media Plus app, bringing you the best of Prime Media around the clock. Watch the biggest moments from 7:02. It's non-stop entertainment and authentic African storytelling, all from Africa's leading media network. Pulse Africa, only on the PrimeMediaPlus.com and Prime Media Plus app.
Tip your way to glory in the Hollywood Bets Punters Challenge, the free-to-play horse racing game with daily cash giveaways and massive jackpot prizes. Pick all the winners on the race card and you could win 100,000 Rand. Bet 50 Rand or more on your selections using the Bet Slip feature and you could walk away with 1 million Rand. Visit punterschallenge.hollywoodbets.net today and tip your way to the top. T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counseling line 0800 006 008.
Year in, year out, we're fixing tires faster than a Formula One pit crew. My team is on top of things like tire whisperers. If an unforeseen accident were to happen in my workshop, at least I've got My Way business insurance to keep the wheels turning.
Visit myway.co.za or dial 0860 64 64 64 and get a quote today. My Way is a licensed non-life insurer and FSP. T's, C's and standard rates apply. My Way. Live your way.
Dive into a summer of extra with free gifts from Vodacom on all summer deals. Like the Honor 400 5G for just $499 per month over 36 months on a 1 gig rate core plan. You also get a free Honor Pad X7 worth $1,999. Plus, get 5 gigs YouTube data for 3 months and 2 months free YouTube Premium. Available in-store and online. T's and C's apply. Further together. Vodacom.
We did it once and it was big. We did it twice and it was bigger. Now the Motor Select Demo Deal Dash is even bigger than ever before. And it's happening this Friday and Saturday only. Get up to 100,000 Rand trade-in assist on over 1,800 demo models from 26 leading brands. Backed by SA's largest and leading dealer network. 2 days only. Visit motorselect.co.za to shop the demo range now.
Coming up on 702 Drive with John Perlman.
702 Drive is coming up from 3 to 6 p.m. with John Perlman, who has a fresh haircut. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune in on YouTube.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. Is it the same time every 2 weeks?
No, I mean, the day might vary, but I mean, my wife cuts my hair. We have clippers and 10 minutes.
And you know the saying, don't cheat on your barber, right?
Don't cheat on your barber?
Yes.
I've never heard this saying before. Yeah.
Don't cheat on your barber, okay. John Perlman.
I've actually tried cutting it myself.
And it didn't work out.
No, it wasn't too bad, but the back was a little dodgy. So I always made sure
yes.
Walked into rooms forward.
What's coming up on your show today?
So good afternoon, everyone. It's a busy day again. Very interesting. The Bookmakers Association, which is an organization of people who are involved in gambling, including online gambling, are coming up with what they say could be a solution where it will be very difficult for students, for example, who are on NSFAS grants and so on, to actually use that money for gambling. I'm not sure how it would work, but clearly they've thought about it, and we'll find out when we talk to them after 4 o'clock. But Langa, Commissioner of Inquiry, the Police Minister on special leave, Senzo Mqunu, has been answering questions today. It's still mainly about the decision to disband the PKTT, Political Killings Task Team. Nothing yet that I've heard about his relationship with Brown Mokgotsi, where I think things might get a little different and possibly a little bit more challenging. Joburg branch of the region of the ANC rather has chosen a new chairperson. Some people might say, well, the person who's been ousted is currently the executive mayor, and what often happens is if you lose position and standing in your party. So does Joburg need another mayor? We're going to find out whether that's a realistic possibility.
Have I not been telling you that I'm up for the job? Just
yes,
2 weeks.
Have. It's falling on deaf ears.
I've been
There's
saying.
No point in telling me.
No one's listening. I said, guys, I'll take up the job for 2 weeks and then leave.
Well, spread the word. Just find out what the qualifying time is for a pension. Before
I got you.
Before you.
Good point. Good point.
And yeah, being Friday, Randall's One Song with Randall Abrams. That's at 10 to 5. We also do what we call a song, a book, and a dish. Today, the cartoonist Sapiro, whose birth certificate says he's Jonathan Shapiro. So he'll be with us at about 20 to 6.
702 Drive with John Perlman coming up from 3 to 6 p.m.
This is the Upside of Failure on 702 Afternoons with Relebogile. Brought to you by FNB Premier, celebrating 25 years of helping you live the premier life.
The Upside of Failure. We're sitting with the phenomenal thespian that is Xolile Tshabalala. And we take your calls on 011 8830702 and the WhatsApp line 072702 on 702. I am so shocked to have found out that you were cast in Nip Tuck and then it got taken away from you. Now, what the show is about is another conversation altogether. But I watched all of it.
Yes.
Because there is space for that type of storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
But, ma'am,
so
they did you wrong, girl.
Well, yeah, you say whatever it is. So I had just finished doing NCIS, right? And I was now the girl, right? They were like, oh, wow, you should try, because they were looking for an African doctor for that, to do, what the story is about. And I thought I was ready, and we were called in, auditioned, everything was done and everything. And then they walked in and said, well, the papers, you're here on an O1 visa, all that stuff. That's
O1 visa being the artist visa.
But also remember, then it was a student visa, then O1, and then it was just like, then that's how I lost the job.
Wow.
I lost the job. Yeah, it happened, and I cried, and then I came back to South Africa. I got to play Winnie Mandela at the State Theatre.
I mean, please, can you just be honest with me?
Mm-hmm.
When you've lost a part and then you watch it, like, do you have a teary moment, or do you look and say, I see why she got the role? Because it happens all the time.
It happens.
You will
it
be,
happens.
because we are categorized into certain groups. There's certain people you will know and you will likely be up for similar parts.
And you're like, it's okay. The vicissitude of life has taught me something. That never wallow in things, because nothing in life is ephemeral, right? And that in life, some things are yours, some things are Xolile's. And when something really doesn't, when you don't get what you really, really, really want, it's not as if God is punishing you, so there's no need for you for flagellation, it's a moment for you to sit and say, oh, there's something else. Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. God, it's fine. But yes, cheers for, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
You cry because you're an artist. You're like, I gave it my all.
Yes.
And I remember, and then you forget that it's not really, you can give it your all, but if they're looking for a skin like Relebogile,
there's also that. There's also
see what
that.
I did there?
There's also
see what I did there? Because she's got a skin, guys. You don't understand. It's like, it's like, ladies, it's gorgeous. So when they're looking for that, and they sit and they're like, but she can perform. I see Xolile.
Yeah.
But there's something about Relebogile's skin that is just, I want that, because when I come in for a close-up, yes, Xolile skin is amazing, but then she's, what I mean? There's always, and it's something you really cannot change.
Because also casting, and maybe it's what people are not aware of, it's not only about the talent and the skill.
No.
It is also about what you look like.
Exactly.
And chemistry
with the other actor,
actors.
right?
So a lot of the times, it sometimes has not much to do with
It's got nothing to do with your performance, right? But sometimes in this country, though, which I've started to realize that it's very vindictive. It's people saying, who is she? I don't want her to get the part. And when they do that, you also thank God, because you're like, hallelujah, Jesus. I do not want to be in that space with this bad energy. So thank you for pulling me away from that for now, because I know what's mine, it's good, and mine always makes a big stamp. So you've got to know when you walk into these auditions, because there are very vicious people as well, who are so-called directors and producers, who just wants to show off and say, I guess what, Xolile came to audition, I looked at her 1, 2, 3, and then you watch what they did and you're like,
But also, here's
I
the
won.
thing. I think I started to think about this. It was end of last year because we're also producers, right?
Yes.
And because I used to pray like, oh God, please, more clients, more gigs. And then I was like, God, I have not been specific. Then I was like, I need clients with money. Then I was like, Lord, I was not even specific enough. I need clients with good vibes.
Yes.
I need clients who are respectful and
Exactly.
treat me well.
With respect.
Right.
And then so that I'm able to do what I need to do, what I need to do best. And yes, I may not be in everything. Remember that? I don't want to be in everything. So the best thing, and God has a way of just putting you in the very best things. And people say, but you're not working. I'm like, no. Don't worry, I'm covered.
Yes.
Don't worry. Because the jobs that I've done, they value me. They understand when I ask for demand, what I'm demanding. They will not shortchange me. They will not just say there's no budget when they know there is budget. So you've got to make that peace. And then in life, you just walk with God. You're like, are we not working this month, God? It's fine. What are we doing?
Time to rest.
It's time to really go repaint my mother's house. It's time for me to do my gardening. It's time for me to sit with myself and say to myself, Xolile, are we still okay? Are you still the kind person? Are you still that person who's not going to chase a job or chase for the sake of money? Then I can stand here and say, I do not owe anybody anything. There is no man out there who's going to claim and say, Xolile, ngilala naye for money. No, it's that moment when you sit down with God and say, for now, my maker, let's just chill. Because the best thing is still yet to come.
It is yet to come indeed. 011-883-0702. The WhatsApp line 072-702 and 702. Kuma in Randburg. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Afternoon, Relebogile. Yes, it's Kuma because that's the name I go by. But this is Tozi from, I will say, sister. So I'm just driving, listening to the radio. I didn't know you go to Xolile on the studio. So thank you for bringing my sister on. Absolutely one of the most authentic people that I know. And one of the biggest talents that I know. So I just wanted to call in and say, God is going to continue to bless you, Mdasekaya. I love listening to this story. I've heard it before, but I thought, I couldn't help but to just dial in and say, she's the best, she's the best, she's the best. I'm proud of her. Thank you.
Sis Tozi, literally when I'm going through the most, I'm just like, Sis Tozi, I guess Tanda's Mtanasekai.
Yes.
And
your
she's
prayer
there.
warrior.
She is there. She is there. And incidentally, she's Zugile's cousin.
Oh.
Yeah, very interesting. And I love this lady. I adore her. I adore her beyond words. Thank you, Sis T.
Okay, a message says, oh man, she is too brilliant, elegant, and super beautiful. Great actress. She expresses her craft very well. I used to watch Generations just to see her as a young boy. What a great actress. I got super excited when I saw her acting in her recent roles. I wish her all the best. What a cool individual. On the light side, if she has a daughter, I have Amalobola ready anytime. Well. Another one says, Relebogile, you are talking to the best actress in South Africa, Julia Motene, with her Model C English, and now they know you have to work hard for it. Afternoon, Xolile has to add avid gardener to her accolades. Flowers, fruit. She definitely has green fingers from Dima, and that is that message. And we've got some voice notes as well for you.
Hi, Relebogile. I had the biggest crush on Julia Motene. She killed that role, man. That woman is beautiful. And I swore to myself, when I get old and get married, so this was back then, I want to marry someone who looks like this lady because I was crushing for years.
Thank you.
So, shout outs.
Thank you. Okay.
Listen, you are so loved. I know we need to quickly take a break and then we'll get your response a celebrant's response when we come back.
Take a ride back to the greatest decades in music.
Because Saturdays on 702
are all about timeless tunes.
At 10 a.m.
Kenny Maestri sets the stage with the greatest hits of the 80s
and 90s. At 2 p.m., Hushaza Sibia keeps the nostalgia flowing.
with more classics you can't help but sing along to.
Then at 5 p.m., Richard Mwamba
Celebrates the sounds of the continent.
with This Is Africa.
It's more than just music.
It's your Saturday wrapped in the sounds you love.
Only on 702.
702.
Let's walk the talk.
Your uncle says buy the other brand. He also still uses a Hotmail address. You do you. You do Mini, the Mini Countryman. Available from 9,899 Rand per month with Mini Select Finance. Visit mini.co.za to book your test drive. Select offer only available from Mini Financial Services, a division of BMW Financial Services South Africa Pty Limited, an authorized financial services and registered credit provider. Offer exclusively applies to the Mini Countryman. Initiation and service fee apply. Offer linked to the current prime rate, calculated on a 10% deposit, 48 monthly installments, final GFV payment, and 80,000 kilometer contract limit. Changes to the deal and optional extras will impact finance offer. Offer valid until 31 December, subject to stock availability. T's and C's apply.
At Rhythm House, just the other day, mid-sides lesson, bold as daylight, a frog hopped across the lab like it had a syllabus to check. Most schools would have screamed. We got curious, and that grew into an entire sustainability project and a few unexpected scientists.
The opportunities are endless, and they are all in the experience at Rhythm House. Search Rhythm House Schools online and see for yourself. An inspired school.
At Auto & General, we understand your business is built on more than just vehicles. It's your stock, tools and equipment, and the premises where you work. Auto & General Business Insurance is designed for businesses like yours, protecting your assets against fire, theft, storms, and other unexpected events. To protect your livelihood, visit autogen.co.za and get an obligation-free business insurance quote. Auto & General, never not there. Auto & General is a licensed non-life insurer and FSP. T's and C's online.
Mzansi, be in it to win it by playing Powerball for the life-changing 70 million Rand guaranteed jackpot this Friday. Don't delay. Play Powerball for the guaranteed 70 million Rand jackpot today, and your dreams could become a reality. Buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120*7529# for USSD. Panda, Pusha, play. Players must be 18 years old or play responsibly. eTuba is a proud operator of the National Lottery.
702.
The upside of failure.
Proof that a setback can lead to a step forward.
8 minutes to 3 o'clock. Yes, you can put on the headphones as we wrap up our conversation on the upside of failure with Xolile Tshabalala. And I already know we're not going to have enough time, and there will be so much more we would have wanted to speak about. But your calls on 011 883 0702, the WhatsApp line 072 702 and 702. There is something very painful that you have been through. I mean, our previous message was asking you if you have a daughter.
Yeah.
But you have had a miscarriage before.
Yeah.
And being somebody who doesn't really choose to be very public. I mean, I was shocked when my producer said she's coming. I said, there's no way. And you came. What made you decide to speak about it?
Well, my agent Tori said, Xolile, come. Xolile, you know, we need to start talking now. The
Yes.
show is Blood Legacy is coming
Yes.
season 2, so you need to come out. We
Yes.
need to start getting you out. Look,
because you could have opted to just not
I
say
would
anything.
have. I would have. But so I lost my baby in Nkgopotse. His name, I had called him Nkgopotse.
What a beautiful name.
It was
as in remind
like
me.
Nkgopotse ditiro tsa Modimo. That was the whole name. And because I just love also Nkgopotse ditiro, because really, you know me.
Yes.
The history thing of me that I love so much. So I have a condition called fibrosis, which is most women would know about. I can't carry a child. My body just cannot carry a baby, unfortunately. So I thought Nkgopotse was going to stay, but Nkgopotse decided to go. And I was in Germany. I'm quite in. I'm there's something that's comforting right now, because usually I've got a gift of tears. Everybody who knows me, I cry a lot. But now I'm at peace to talk about him, because I said in Khopuza, now I'm fine to talk about him. I remember I was in Germany, had produced a film called Miraculous Weapon. I was in Germany, and I remember walking and I'm thinking, something is strange. And I could sing Khopuza going, it was snowing. And I remember saying, and I was like, wow, this boy is not staying, hey? And I had a dear, but there's grace. I always believe in life there's grace. There's always a light. There was a lady called Tshepi Finga at the time, a very dear friend to me now, works for the Berlin consulate. And literally, I had nobody at the time there. Everybody was in South Africa, and the father of the child was doing the worst things you can imagine. And she held my hand. Tshepi, she will always be the person in my heart. She held my hand till the end. And Khopuza left. Khopuza just said, Mommy, I'm not coming. So, yeah, Germany and Martin Luther Hospital. Yeah, I've got interesting. So maybe when I go back there to visit, yeah. So I can't carry a child. So which means that, I don't have that gift. And so that's why maybe life for me is about, was I kind? Was I a good person? And maybe people will remember my name when I perform, but I will not have that child who will carry it on for me. But the world, I'm sure, hopefully, people will say she was kind, she was a good person, and she performed well. And maybe that's all I have, and maybe that's good enough. And I have kids, though. You know, I play everybody's mother in South Africa. But in Khopuza left,
I'm so sorry for your loss, and I know it's something that a mother will never get over, but you get to a certain level of peace with the reality. For everybody listening, you are going to be showing up on their screens quite soon. Please tell us when we can tune in.
So we're not sure yet. Obviously, I've just finished Blood Legacy, which is in 2 months now. And so, we're now doing Post, and then it's coming. Blood Legacy Season 2 is coming. Kanye Sile is coming back.
There are so many messages here. I can't even get through all of them. Such an amazing talent, Xolile, and beyond professional in her work. High level. I saw Sis Xoli as Kanye recently. World class as permanent from Pums in Centurion. And I think we've got a voice note.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Relebogile. Hey, thank you for bringing that beautiful woman. You're taking me back, of course, especially when you speak about the eyes rolling. Can't wait to hear them. That she does so best. That was my crush. One of the 3 crushes I had. It was Xolile, Zandi, and Vinoli.
What a crew!
No. Yazin, thank you.
Thank you.
Olani from the Val.
Thank you so much, Xolani. Unfortunately, our time has run out. But
yes, it has.
Now I have to drag you for a conversation on another platform. I'm obsessed with you and your craft. Thank you so much for coming through. Your flowers. There's so much love coming here, and I wish you could just feel it all. But thank you.
If people were to see your face, you're the most beautiful soul. And I'm glad. Thank you, my sister, for inviting me. You really are the light, and may you continue to shine. From one sister to another, you are just as beautiful. Thank you.
Honored.
It's been a long year of, I hope this email finds you well. One long year of loop backs, circle backs, going back to the drawing board, touching base, pushing the envelope, taking things offline, and thinking outside the box. Thank goodness, AV's 4 for 3 is here. For vacays, bakeys, imicimbi, nemikiti, and weddings. If you book a car for a minimum of 4 days, you'll only pay for 3. Plus, if it's a Group A car, you get upgraded to a stylish Group B car, so you can really get into the vibe. Visit avis.co.za for bookings. Terms and conditions apply.
To celebrate 25 years of helping you live the Premier life, FNB Premier is giving you a chance to win a 14-day European tour experience and other cool monthly prizes. Open any FNB Premier account from September to 31 December 2025. Switch your salary, swipe or tap a minimum of 2,000 Rand per month for 3 months straight. Spend and win with FNB Premier. FNB, help changes everything. TC T's and competition rules apply. FNB, a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized financial services and credit provider.
Tired of long queues and waiting times at labor centers? The Unemployment Insurance Fund, UIF, has made things easier for you. Now you can access UIF services anytime, anywhere through the UIF online services platform. Submit and track your claims outcome. Upload supporting documents. Submit a payment request. Check payment status or update your personal details, all from the comfort of your home or office. It's fast, simple, and user-friendly. All you need is an internet connection. So why wait? Visit uifonline.labour.gov.za/UIF online today and experience convenient, efficient service at your fingertips. UIF, working for you.
At Checkers, we do more so you get extra this Christmas with over 2 billion Rand in festive savings. Like Coca-Cola Original Taste Less Sugar Soft Drink 2 litres, 2 for 44 Rand. And Lancewood Double Cream Yogurt 1 kg, any 2 for 79